Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Fire Up Florida. My name is Scott Morganroth. Please be joined by defensive line Jacob Lichtenstein. First of all, Jacob, let's talk about you playing for the hometown Hurricanes. I know, obviously, this has probably been a dream of yours growing up as a kid.
No doubt. So going to USC, it's all the way across the country, and you kind of don't feel that same connection like you say, and playing for your hometown team. So being from down here, I grew up watching those guys like Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. So it just feels special to be able to represent the same thing that they represented, and I'm excited, really excited.
Yeah, well, you're definitely engrossed with this tradition. The last time I appeared here at the University of Miami was when Howard Schnellenberger was coaching. Wow. So it's been 40 years since I made my trip back to Coral Gables doing this. No, thank you, and I'm so happy to be able to do this here and be around you guys and looking for a big season. So let's talk about the expectations for the 2022 Hurricanes defense.
Well, number one, we're always going to have to stop the run. Stop the run, have some fun, make them pass the ball, go get some sacks. We want to be a hard-nosed defense. Offense is going to get some plays, some things are going to bust, but great defenses are marked by the way that they come back from it and the way that they respond. So we're always going to be that responding defense and that strong, hard-nosed defense, and we're going to communicate.
So let's talk about Manny Diaz, first of all, and what was it like playing under him?
I actually wasn't here. I just transferred back in January.
Okay, well then, non-applicable. But with that said, with you just transferring back in January, let's talk about Mario Cristobal, the reason why you are probably here.
Yeah. So Coach Cristobal, man, he's a hell of a guy. And I've known him back since 2016. He recruited me to Alabama out of high school. And we just always kept the relationship. And when I saw he got the job down here, I reached out to him, and it all got rolling from there. And man, I'm just excited to play for a guy like that, a coach that really, really cares about his players. And he's there for us. And any problem that we have, we could go to him, and he'll actually deal with it.
Well, he's coached at a high level, and he's won at a high level. We all know what he did with Oregon. We also know that he had some pretty good success at FIU. So you certainly have a coach that certainly has high expectations. Probably has to be sounding excited that he's actually coaching in his home area.
No doubt.
So when they decided to get rid of the turnover chain, I know you were not a part of that. Yeah. Tell me what your thoughts about them getting rid of the turnover chain. Do you feel that in some ways that's like a burden lifted off of you, knowing that, you don't want to have that sense of cockiness or swagger and just focus on the defense itself in general, that you don't have to have the extra cachet?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not really too worried about that turnover chain. Like what Coach Cristobal says, we're going to have to work every day, one play at a time, one day at a time. So turnover chain or not, we're going to get it done. We're going to get turnovers. So I don't think it's really going to have an impact on us at all.
All right, so let's talk about what you think the 2022 Hurricanes defense is going to be like. You have any expectations, what you guys look to accomplish as a unit?
I think we're going to work hard every single day. We're looking forward to the first day of fall camp and really mesh as a defense and figure each other out and trust each other. And I think it's going to be really fun.
Let's talk about your quarterback, Tyler Van Dyke, comes into the season with high expectations. What do you know about Tyler Van Dyke, knowing that he's going to be your floor leader?
Yes, sir. Playing defensive line, I don't spend too much time outside of football with Tyler, but one thing I can say about him confidently is he's a great leader, and he leads by example, and he also leads vocally. And it's so necessary at the quarterback position to be able to do that.
And one other thing I want to mention to you, and that being this, okay? What's the difference between spring practice, what you've learned, all the way to where you're at now as you prepare for training camp, knowing that you're playing? Okay, I am resuming my conversation with Jacob Lichtenstein. And first of all, let's talk about the difference between what you guys did over in spring camp compared to how it's going to translate over to, the fall.
No doubt. I think we really just learned that we need everybody in the room. It's going to take everybody. And we need to learn how to mesh together and trust each other. And, just get on top of our plays and make sure we really know the playbook inside and out. Not just our position, but, so I'm a D lineman, but it's very useful for me to know what the linebackers and what the safeties are doing behind me so that I know who's taking what gap and where I have space to make a play or where I could, make a little move.
So tell me what you've learned about your defensive teammates as well as your defensive coordinator and everything pertaining to that side of the ball.
I learned that we all love it. We're all fully committed to this, and we're all excited. We couldn't be more excited for this camp, for game one, for everything. So it's going to be a blast, and I'm excited for the journey.
And one thing that came to mind, we talked about the ACC being a powerful conference. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but we'll reiterate. You guys are going to be challenged every single week, knowing that you're playing in a Power 5 conference with some incredible competition.
Most definitely. And I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way. You want to play good teams every year, every game, because it keeps you on your toes, and it allows you to be the best you could be. You never get comfortable.
All right, well, you know what, Jacob, I want to thank you very much for being on here, and I look forward to you going out there and having a wonderful year. Thanks so very much. Nothing but the best. Look forward to catching you later. Thank you.
Scott.